Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Up the Guts podcast. Joining as always is your host, Trent De Luca, or some of you might know me as Tricky, and I'm joined by a good mate of mine, Brighton De Luca. How are we, mate?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad, mate. Now, before we start, went down to greet you, and I think my life flashed before my instance down there.
I was a bit scared because I came out of the car and I saw you like holding your chest. I was like,
It's a little bit closer.
oh my god, like what's going on?
Yeah, so pretty much I went down to go get Brighton, and because he parked next to me, and I was like, I'll walk down and go get him, meet him down there, texting him, and then I turned the corner, and I saw what I thought was a stick, until it started getting real rattly. Turns out it was a snake, a big snake. So I've had to jump it, and my heart was starting to pumping, and I've come down to Brighton. I said, don't you dare go up there now yet. And then we had to get Dad come up, go in his shed, get the shovel. So we've left the shovel out there in case it comes back out. But it was a huge thing. I think I scared you too.
Oh, you really did. But I'm gonna say maybe it's a good thing that I wasn't coming out because you might have came out of here and I would have had it in a rear naked choke. You know, use some of those jiu-jitsu skills. Like I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, you're like, let me do some jiu-jitsu on it.
Yeah. Let me just get a couple warm up in. But yeah, no, I'm glad that I didn't see it because I don't know how I would have reacted. I would have been even more nervous for this.
Yeah.
It's just no good.
Well, it definitely got my heart racing in a good and a bad way at the same time, I think.
It was thrilling. It was like, yeah, it was a good start. Very good start. I kind of wish that we did see it though. Or I saw it.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of
To
shovel action.
see if I was overreacting or not.
Yeah, it's just like a little steak. Nah, like some bonus content
Yeah.
coming up. And it's just us like, actually, I don't know. That would probably get taken down on YouTube, eh?
Oh, you'd give it a crack though, wouldn't you?
I mean, shit.
Just blur it out.
Yeah. Nah, that would be good.
Tell everyone a bit about yourself, and obviously we'll go into like some of the changes you're doing, but just tell us a bit about yourself so everyone can understand. Obviously, you're a good mate of mine, but tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, nah. I feel like I always freeze up at that question. Like, what do I do? Pretty much. Well, we'll get started with like how we met. I met you through Bless Up.
Yep.
Like anybody who's watching the video. But yeah, so I don't really know. Like, what do I start with? A little bit about me. All right, so I've just started creating content. I'm currently training to beat my 10K PB that I actually set when I was with Matt. Like, he pushed me like crazy.
And what was that?
It was 52 minutes.
Yep.
I can't remember the seconds, but yeah, 52 minutes, which is like a 5:15 pace. So I've been training for the past like month, I think, and just like uploading every second day to beat that 10K PB. And so yeah, I create content. I'm a massive fan of like the UFC and MMA. I do Jujitsu. I'm an electrician. I'm a third-year apprentice electrician. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
And obviously, jiu-jitsu is a big thing on that, but with work and that, how do you find fitting the content in around that?
Oh, honestly, it's not too bad. Obviously, if I wasn't working as a Sparky, like it'd be so much easier. I'd be able to pump out so much content and like pump out better content as well, more better quality and all of that. But it's like, I'm not going to use that as an excuse. Like everyone's been dealt with different cards.
Yeah.
As Matt always says. I don't know. We might glaze Matt a lot in this pod, but we'll try not to. But yeah, nah. It's not too bad. Like obviously I've got like training every single day. Like I work out 6 days a week. I usually at least try to get one rest day in.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it can be difficult and it can be stressful, but it's like, then again, I'm posting like quick 20-second videos, so it's not too bad.
How did you, I feel like you struggled with this at the start, but how did you deal with and how have you overcome putting that content out and then thinking what other people would think?
Honestly, like the first time I came to Bless Up, you were giving me advice on like how to post content and stuff like that. Because
I said, just fucking chuck it out there.
No, literally. And it's like, I was posting UFC podcast videos on Spotify, but like, I didn't tell anybody about it. Like, it was getting no views, nothing like that. And, but I was like shaking as I was recording it because I felt like a fraud. Like, I'm not like a die-hard UFC fan, but I'm a bigger fan than just like your casual person, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I felt like a bit like a fraud, like a bit of imposter syndrome. But, and I remember I'd be like recording episodes in my room. I didn't want like my family to hear, so I'm like whispering into the mic and stuff like that. And then like, yeah, honestly, going to Bless Up, like you especially and Matt as well, like you would just say to me like respectfully, like fuck them, bro. Like,
yeah,
just do you, man. Like, who cares?
Because there is that point at the start, definitely. But at the time, there's people that are watching it and commenting it. They're giving us views anyway.
Oh, exactly. 100%.
They're engaging in. They're doing exactly what we want them to do. We want them to watch the video, and we're putting it out because we love it. Who cares what anyone else thinks?
No, exactly.
If something comes of it, something comes of it. But like, I feel like you should just chase what you. If you want to put out content, put out content. It doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks.
Well, a big thing for me is like coming out of high school, like I cared so much about what others think, and especially like a lot of people I went to high school with. But it's like who am I trying to impress? Because to be honest, a lot of those people from high school I don't even like anyway. So
yeah,
why am I trying so hard to impress them? But like even when I did start posting content, bro, majority of them unfollowed me. So like it didn't even matter in the end, you know? But yeah.
Have you had any messages from people about your content? And like, how have you, good or bad, how have you taken it?
Oh, honestly, majority good. Like I've only ever received maybe 5 hate comments, and it's like I kind of love those hate comments because it's like if you're getting hate, I think you said this to me. It's like if you get a hate comment, you're doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but yeah, people that I know that have like messaged me and stuff like that, or like they've said it to me in person, maybe they didn't DM me. Oh, you just feel amazing, eh? Like I'm sure you can relate. Like when people message you and be like, you know, keep it up, keep doing what you're doing. It's like, all right, like yeah, I love it.
And so obviously during that content, what did it start off with at first for people listening? Like, did you sit down and just go, oh, I'm going to do this? Or is there a path that you want to go through with the content?
Yeah, so I didn't really have a plan, but I remember I went to Bless Up. So I was like, oh, good energy. Like, you know how it is. Whenever you go to Bless Up, you feel with good energy, right?
Coffee helps.
Yeah, the coffee definitely helps. But yeah, so saw Matt, saw the boys.
Or for you, the almond croissant.
Oh, we'll go into that. That'll be a whole segment on itself. Actually, and then I like bring out a box. Like,
I'm more your egg and bacon roll type of guy.
I can back that as well.
Yeah.
I definitely can. But like,
we'll talk on about things that we've talked about breakfast soon too.
Oh yeah, there'll be a whole like 20-minute section just food. Nah, but so it started with walking videos, and like I'm not gonna lie, I go back and I can't watch those videos. Like I cringe at them so hard, but it was so important to me to just start posting content. And I was like, all right, what's the easiest thing I can do? I can just go for a walk. Like anybody can just go for a walk, right? So in the morning I went to Bless Up, and then I got my hair cut, and like the people I was surrounding myself with just so uplifting, and like yeah. So I was like, stuff it, I'm just gonna do it.
And then you'd start off with doing a walk and then a quote.
Yeah, a quote as well, which like honestly there was some like difficulty to that, like finding a quote every day, or like trying not to cringe while I'm doing it. It was so hard, but we got it in the end. I only did it for 30 days as well, so it's like it wasn't too bad.
That was what you wanted. You wanted to do 30 days, wasn't it? Was it 30 days?
Oh, honestly, I wanted to do it for like 100 days, but after about 10, I was like, I hate this. Like, I was just posting for the sake of posting because I wanted to start my journey. So, yeah.
And how did you see you progress as soon as more and more came out?
No, honestly, it was the opposite. Like the first 2 videos, I got so many messages and views and story, like viewers and stuff like that. And then by like 5 or 10 videos in, they got no likes, nothing. No one was commenting anymore. But it's like, you got to expect that. Like it is what it is, you know? It's more like consistency for myself. Like I just got to put in the work, and like, you know, it'll talk for itself. Now
let's back up. Food, in particular, the breakfast. Talk about your almond croissant that you love to get every morning.
Oh, this is the love of my life, honestly. Nah, I don't know. Like I remember I used to see like a lot of runners like post about it on like IG Reels and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, let me try this. And like my life changed that day. And when I first got it, I didn't get it heated up.
Yeah.
And I thought it was amazing. I thought it was so busting, bro. Crazy.
And now you heat it?
Oh, now I get it heated up. Unreal. But I'm going to say something controversial.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually better when we used to go to the beach. Jack the Lad Cafe.
Yep.
They had better almond croissants, I'll be honest.
I think they had better egg and bacon rolls too.
I think they had better coffee as well. Nah,
I don't know.
Wait, maybe we shouldn't say this. We shouldn't say this. They'll boot us out of our spot now.
But what is it you think you love breakfast food? What is it about breakfast food?
Oh, yeah. My $1 million idea. I don't know if I should say this because I don't want someone to steal it. Nah, so like, I don't know what it is, but why is it that like we can only eat egg and bacon or like sausage and egg McMuffins, or not just muffins in general, like only in the morning? Like, oh, bro, that's good dinner. Good protein, good carbs. Like, I love it.
Yeah.
honestly, I would have like a sausage and egg for dinner. Probably 3 of them.
Well, I've definitely had an egg and bacon roll for dinner. That's for sure.
Oh, I would love it. I would actually. I reckon $1 million idea. If anybody wants to partner up with me in this, 24-hour breakfast foods.
It was a drive-through, wasn't it?
With the drive-through as well. So it's like, there's like, for dinner, lunch, whatever, breakfast as well. You can get, your coffees or like your sausage and egg, all of that. Almond croissants, all of it. And then there's even like the dessert aspect.
So you're talking your waffles, your
Yes,
pancakes.
see? Wait, somebody's going to steal that and I'm going to be sat at home like, I could have been $1 million. Nah, but I don't know. I reckon that's a crazy idea, honestly.
And then, so you're posting your content and you love for jiu-jitsu, but you're starting to do a bit more jiu-jitsu content, comps and content. But first it was the 75 hard. Let's talk about 75 hard. How was that for you? Honestly, obviously, we've both done it.
Yeah, so I reckon we should talk about like each of the individual things, like how we both felt about it. I hated 75 hard. It was one of the worst things ever.
So safe to say you won't be doing it again?
No, I don't want to do it again. It sucked, I'll be honest. It really sucked. But like for the mental discipline, it is really good. Like it is very beneficial. But like, yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot easier.
Yeah.
It's called 75 hard for a reason, eh? Yeah. But I want to ask you, like, let's start off with like the water. Mm-hmm. When someone asks you, how is drinking 4 liters every day? Like what comes to mind?
Me, easy. Because at this point I was working at Macca's.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I would literally just drink water. If I was to have a soft drink, it was Sprite, no sugar.
Okay, yeah.
But I would literally just drink water, fill it up, put it in the fridge, and then grab a fresh one out as well. And then while I wait for that one to get a bit more colder. And I would drink, I reckon, normally about 3 liters at work.
Oh, easy.
And then I'd go gym. So there's another at least 1,200.
Yeah, when you're at gym.
Yeah, 1,200 mil. So I found that part easy. What about you?
All right, so going pee every 5 minutes drove me insane, especially in the middle of the night. Like, I reckon I got up to pee like 3 or 4 times every night.
Yeah.
And I hated it. But while I was at work and while I was working out, it was so easy to drink the water. Like, I usually only drink water anyways. I didn't grow up drinking like soft drink or anything like that in my house. So like, I've always just, even when I go to restaurants, I just get water. Like, I don't know, I just love it. But 4 liters, bro, it's kind of excessive. Like,
it's a lot, isn't it?
It would kill me, especially if you haven't drank at least 2 liters by like 12 o'clock. Or like, I go to bed at like 9. So like, if I hadn't drank 2 liters by 12, like, yeah, I'm gonna be peeing all night.
Yeah, I would always have my first water at about 7. So I'm
Oh, the first liter, yeah.
Oh, I'd be close to having a liter by 8.
Okay, yeah,
So,
yeah. That, you're on good track there.
Yeah.
And these, what is it? Alka Power bottles. I reckon everyone at Bless Up should be sponsored by these. I reckon I've brought over 50 of them.
Really?
Easily.
What's the difference between these ones?
Nah, nothing. It's just the size. It's so convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I reckon.
Because was it you that said, or maybe I've heard it somewhere else, that the big ones are just too big? Was it you that said it?
No, I don't think it was me.
But you know the ones that are like 3 liters?
Oh, like those gallon ones.
Yeah. You know the ones that it was like, it says, keep going, you're almost there. Or something, and it has like what time you should have your drink by.
I actually bring one of those to work.
Yeah.
But like, who follows that? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Have 300 milliliters by 9 a.m. I'm like, bro, I'm already on my 2nd liter. Yeah. All right. So there's like the water aspect. You know, this one I feel like is underrated, like of how much it sucked. Like taking the progress photo.
Oh, that was the easiest part. One of the easiest parts for me.
For me, I was free because I did 75 hard during winter.
Yeah.
Taking that photo, I hated. I'd have to get out of bed like this is the most first world problem ever. But like getting out of bed 5 minutes earlier, freezing cold, shirtless, taking a photo, I would dread it every morning.
Yeah.
I'd be so warm in my.
I'd have a shower and have my phone and my diary on pretty much where I wash my hands. And as soon as I get out of the shower, photo. So
yeah. You did it right then.
Yeah.
You did it right. I would be in bed like my alarm's going off. I'm like, I gotta take that photo. I'm so cold. But yeah, so it definitely was the easiest one though. What else was it? Like sticking to the diet. How'd you find that?
It was reasonably easy, but when family brought home takeaway, it was a bit hard.
Oh yeah, my family did so much baking during it.
And they brought home that, or I think it was more harder because mum often cooks dinner. So when I finished it, she goes, "Oh, thank God I don't have to stick to this as much now. I kind of just cook you whatever."
Oh yeah. Oh, because was she like putting in her own things for you, like to help you out?
Yeah, so it was always sides of veggies, steak, and it was just pretty much that like every night. There
Man,
was no fat and all that.
The whole family did 75 hard, huh?
Yeah, no, because she just did it for me. And that's why she was like, I'm happy this is over now because I can just kind of cook you whatever now. So whatever everyone else is having, you're having. I don't care if it's a little bit fat. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. No complaints.
But I mean, when she gives me steak and chips, I'm not mad.
Oh, who could be? What was your first like cheat meal after?
Schnitz was my first.
That's a good one.
Plain and simple burger, and either a large or family size chips because I was that starving after it.
Yeah, bad.
Schnitz, what was it? Yeah, it was Schnitz, and I had it before the day before as well. Before I went into it, just something about Schnitz. I don't know what it is. The burgers. Oh,
I don't know if I had like a nice meal before I started. I actually can't remember.
I had to go out with a bang.
I remember what I like. The first cheat meal I had was a HSP, but the shop that I went to, the guy didn't let me put lettuce, onion, and tomato in it, which I love putting in the HSPs. And I don't know, it was kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty mid. And I got like some chocolate milk with it as well.
Yep. How did it feel?
Oh, horrible.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wanted to like eat healthy. Like it motivated me to keep eating healthy because I was like, I feel like so shit, and like it wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting to like start flying when I had this HSP.
Well, the day after, I think I would have been commentating cricket. I was coming back from something and I was passing by. I passed by KFC.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, fine, I'll get a Zinger box. Fine.
I've earned it, you know.
Fine.
How much weight did you end up losing?
It was about 10 kilos.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
Mine was like,
I got down my lowest for 74.
74, yeah. What'd you start at? Like,
it was like 84, 86, something around that. It would always jump between them.
Yeah.
Now I'm back up to about 79, which I'm not mad about.
Yeah, well, I guess it's all relative, like, because you could be, like, for example, when I was 15, I was 78 kilos.
Yeah.
But, like, I was so chubby. And now I'm, like, 72, but, like, I'm not nearly as chubby.
Yeah.
Nowhere near. So, like, yeah, I guess it depends, like, what you've been eating and stuff like that.
And you made a video around that, your weight loss when you were younger. Talk us through those stages and why you thought you needed to change and how hard was it to make that video? Because that was your first video, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like one of my first videos. Honestly, it wasn't really hard. It's more harder to watch now looking back at it because I was like lacking so much confidence. I've honestly been lacking with YouTube so much lately. Like I want to get back more into it and post more content. But yeah, that video itself, I feel like I didn't really go into like deep detail about it. I kind of just like briefly explained how it went, and like even just like I mentioned that growing up, what I was like and stuff like that. But what motivated me to change was actually my mate, my best friend at the time. He was, me and him were complete opposites. So he was like a stick. He was extremely skinny, and I was just like chubby.
Yeah.
And he's like, it was. I still remember the day. It was January 9, 2020. And he was like, bro, I'm going to start lifting. Like, I just did a mad gym session. I'm going to get huge. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to start my fitness journey too. And yeah, just from that day forward, I like never looked back.
Yeah.
But like, if I had the knowledge that I have now back then, I would have lost that weight in half the time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing about a journey. Like, it's all about learning and all of that, you know?
Yeah. And what is it? Obviously, you started doing jiu-jitsu as well with competitions now. What is it about jiu-jitsu and how have you found actually competing in comps now and finding the confidence? Because we've had chats about in the Bless Up community, after your first one, how you were feeling, and then the second one, then you went in, ended up going and winning it. How have you found doing comps and the mentality around it?
The funny thing about jiu-jitsu, so I've been doing jiu-jitsu for about 1.5 years now. When I first started my jiu-jitsu journey, I used to tell everybody that I could fight because what got me into the gym was, like MMA, was the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
I used to tell everyone like, oh, if it goes to the ground, like I watch the UFC, I'm gonna kill people, you know, like I thought I could bash people. And it wasn't until my very first day, my very first jiu-jitsu class, I went up to this guy after, and there's this thing called free rolling. It's where you just like pretty much have like a little comp with each other, little roll around. And I thought I was gonna bash him because I thought that I was a fighter. We touched gloves, whatever, start rolling. He subbed me in 10 seconds. And like,
reality check.
Yeah, bad. I've never been humbled like that before. And I like shook his hand. I was a good sport about it. I was like, oh, you're really, really good, man. Like, I hope I'm as good as you one day. You know what he says to me?
What do you say?
He goes, you'll never be as good as me.
Damn.
Bro, I've never been humbled like that before. My heart shattered. But that guy doesn't even do jiu-jitsu anymore.
I was going to say, have you seen him since? Or?
No, he actually gave up like a year ago. So yeah, I would love to run it back with him though. He was really talented, but
Video idea, run it back. I'm calling him out.
I should message him
and call him out.
I so should. Oh my god.
And be like, oh, it's just a friendly one.
Yeah, just a friendly one until I go full try hard and wear like a bandana, buy like a fake black belt. Nah. But when it comes to competition, like that's.
You struggled the first one, wasn't it?
I was so the thing was like. I was extremely nervous, but like I was like my coaches and my teammates were asking me on the day, like, are you nervous? And like I didn't feel nervous until after my first match because I thought it was going to be exactly like the training room. I think my first time competing, I'd only been training for like 6 months. And yeah, I do my first match, completely blew my gas tank. And like literally, I reckon my heart rate went to 300. Like I've never felt gas like that before. And that's when I thought to myself, I was like, why am I putting myself through this? Like, I hate this.
Yeah.
I thought I'd never compete again. And like, I lost all my matches. I literally, in jiu-jitsu, I went 0-16 before I got my first win. But like.
It was after that chat, remember at the beach?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but he does boxing as well.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Oh, I feel so rude for not remembering his name. I can see his face right now. I still follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gave me so much advice and pretty much just told me like you need to have that like killer mentality, like that champion mindset. And that's exactly what I did. The next day went to comp and I was listening to like Viking music. Like just hyping myself. I was telling myself, I remember, this was actually probably one of my best moments at Bless Up. Like that next week, I told like a crazy story about how my first match, I didn't even really get to warm up, nothing. And this guy comes through the doors, this massive guy. And I know him because he competes a lot, but in the weight above me, in the category, the weight class above me. Mm-hmm. I know him. He's an active competitor. I know he's really good. And I knew that I was versing him that day. I knew he'd be my hardest match for the day. But he rocks up late. Everybody's already there. The event's started and everything. He walks through the door. The whole crowd, way, he's here, let's go. And like literally it said up next. Brighton versus this guy. And like, but because of that chat we had at Bless Up, I was like, all right, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to murder him. Like, it's going to be easy, light work. And like, even though like deep down, I didn't really believe that, I just had to tell myself that and like try and trick my subconscious into believing it. And I actually beat him. He was way bigger than me. I remember looking at his biceps like, oh, look, right, they're huge. Like he's going to crush me. But like, I think it was my mentality and like, maybe he felt intimidated by it, but I actually don't know. But yeah, I ended up winning a decision. Like it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. And then after that, I think I lost like my next 2. And then I got my very first sub in comp. It was actually a sub that one of my mates who passed away, rest in peace, Bilal, he taught me. In comp, he used to scream out to me, 2-on-1 armbar, 2-on-1 armbar. And I finally pulled it off. Yeah. That's literally the sub that I've pulled off the most. So shout out to Bilal. He's a real one for that.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah. But yeah, when it comes to competing, like I'm definitely going to compete more, especially after my run. I've kind of been a bit hesitant to compete, or even like with training. Like I don't want to get injured and then not be able to beat my 10K PB. So like after this, yeah, I'll go back to competing for sure.
Now, we writ down too before we came in first impressions of each other. I want you to start first. What was your first impressions of me?
See, it was so long ago. I remember like my very first time coming to Bless Up, I was very intimidated because I remember waiting out the front of the cafe. I went up to Matt and he's like, hey bro, like what's up, man? Like daps me up, gives me a hug. And I was kind of just like standing next to him so awkwardly and like I didn't know anybody. And I heard somebody say to him that they just got back from Thailand and they were like filming content and stuff over there. I was like, oh, wow, I'm dealing with the heavy hitters right now. Like, and then we walked down to the beach. He made me take my shoes off. My toes are freezing, you know, like. And then, yeah, we start talking. I can't remember what I thought of you on that day, but the first impression that I remember of you is like you were giving me so much advice, and I was like, all right, like when it comes to like podcasts and like social media, like I need to use you to my advantage, you know, like I need to get everything I can from this guy, you know. What was your first impression?
Exactly what you said. You were very nervous, very intimidated, but you slowly started to. It was probably after 3 to 4 weeks you slowly started to open up. I was the same when I first started. Matt said, if you remember Matt's episode, he said he could barely get a word out of me the first time.
Yeah.
He went there. I just kind of stood there.
Yeah.
And but yeah, you slowly started to open up, and now you're so much more confident.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. And I'm like, I don't know, I was never confident. Like especially like going back to like when I was overweight, or even just in high school, like I was so insecure. I cared so much what other people thought of me. I mean, I still do. Don't get me wrong. And it's like, even like, how do you feel talking at Bless Up now that it's getting bigger and stuff like that? Or you just, because you've been going longer than me, man.
Yeah.
You've been going since what? Since start of the year?
Year before
Really? Oh, you're an
yeah,
OG.
yeah, would have been about, I reckon, October-ish last year.
I think my first one was in February.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got at least what, 6 months on me?
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah. Nah, sometimes now like I do get a bit nervous. I try so hard to make everyone laugh. I just love making people laugh at Bless Up as well. And like, I don't know, sometimes you see people that like they only come once, or like they're like very new, and like, I don't know, in a way I kind of I think to myself like, I got to like show them how to like not act, but like how to speak. Because like, yeah, like we said, like it can be very intimidating. It was a lot easier when it was just us 5. Not gonna lie, I missed that. Me, you, Luke, Matt, Juddy. For me, when it was us 5 every single week, like I loved it.
Yeah.
I just felt like I was chilling with the boys. Like,
Yeah. Shout out to the guys that are coming along now.
oh yeah, no disrespect. It's just I feel like it's not the same as it was back then.
Just because it's a bigger group now too, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. It's expanding. But you're saying like it was just because it was in a tighter group, it was easier to talk.
Yeah, it just felt a lot more tight knit. I reckon I actually sent Matt a voice message this morning, and I was like, I feel like I got the most out of Bless Up when we used to say the non-negotiables for the week. Like we've stopped doing that now, but I reckon we'll bring it back for sure. Because that's when he's like, what's your non-negotiable? And I'd be like, oh, I want to post a video. And then you guys would all like flame me like, all right, go do it. Don't be like so scared and like mumbly.
But none of us were perfect because there was so many times that we didn't fucking do them.
Yeah, legit. Oh, remember that random act of kindness?
Yep.
Wait, we need to bring all these back. What happened, man?
It was the best moment when Matt didn't do his non-negotiable that one time where it's all like, so you're flaming us.
Oh, Mr. Perfect time. Supposed to be our role model.
Legit.
Yeah. I mean, 1 week away, 100 Ks. How insane is that?
Bro, what time are you getting down there?
I'm going as soon as he gets there, I'm going.
Is it definitely Casey Fields or is it Berwick?
Berwick.
Berwick, okay,
Berwick, yeah.
Berwick
Athletics track.
Berwick,
yeah.
okay.
Do you know where it is? Like,
no, not really.
I'll show you. I'll send you the address after.
Yeah.
I went there this morning and filmed something with him actually.
Oh, is that where he was this morning?
Yeah, and
so I always get confused because back when I was at school in Casey Fields, I always forget that now it's blue. Yeah. Because when I did athletics like for high school and all that, it was always red. And that's why he took the photo this morning on his story. I just assumed he was at Casey Fields because I forget it's blue.
Yeah, well, he messaged me this morning like, oh, do you want to come down to the track? But I didn't know that it's closed on Sundays because they do events and stuff.
So how's he doing?
No, he's just not doing it at Casey.
It's closed on Sundays at Casey, not at Berwick. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll get down there from the very start.
I think he said he's starting at 4.
Yeah, 4 a.m. There goes my sleeping button.
I won't be there at 4. I can't lie.
I'll convince you. I'll put it because we're gonna bring down like food and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'll get you, sausage and egg McMuffin.
I might get an early gym session and then head my way down.
Nah, you won't need gym that day. You'll be running with him.
I'm not running 100K, that's for sure. I ain't that crazy.
I mean, he's been preparing 16 weeks, 100Ks. I've been preparing 16 weeks for 10Ks. So,
When is that run coming up? It's
October 13, I'm pretty sure
it's the one where you finish on the G, isn't it?
Yeah. How mad's that going to be?
Crazy.
I feel like a lot of people, it's the Nike Melbourne Marathon. I don't really like calling it like a 10K marathon because I feel like a marathon is like a proper 42K mara, or even like a half mara, but...
That's what you originally wanted to do, wasn't it? The half.
It's on my bucket list to run a marathon, but that sold out so quick. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get into it. And then I was like, all right, I'll just do a half marathon. Couldn't get into that either. The only thing I could do was the 10K. And I was like,
better than nothing.
Honestly, it is though. Like, yeah, got to beat my PB. Imagine if I like do it, I like make all of these videos, make 50 videos, run over 200 Ks in preparation, and I just don't beat the PB. But like in a way, that will kind of be a good thing.
Yeah.
Because then I can make more content.
100%.
Wasn't able to do it, guys, but you know, like, this is what life's about. Like, make some motivational content out of it.
Yeah.
And then be like, but now I'm going to train and beat it, extending it, make like 10 more videos. Until
So when you were filming content today with Matt, was that just through the phones or did someone come down with you?
Nah, it was just through the phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that just for reels and that, or?
It was a video like explaining. It was pretty much like him announcing it, like it's 1 week away. You know.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Like a promotional video sort of.
Because he's got a videographer coming down for the thing, doesn't he?
Yeah.
On the day.
It's me.
Doesn't he have it? Didn't I hear someone wanted to get him a drone over the top?
Yeah. Well,
that would be sick.
We need to sort that out.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like there's gonna be like a speaker, so like music. Obviously, like we'll have like heaps of the boys down there and stuff like that, and food, like a barbecue. Like it'll be a really good day, and it's like the day after grand final day.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of grand final day?
As in a whole or this year?
Both.
In a whole, I love grand final day. It's one of the best days of the year.
I feel like it doesn't. It's such like there's a special feeling on that
Oh,
day.
yeah.
And I don't even like footy, but I feel it.
Yeah.
Like,
you don't like footy, but you watch the grand final.
Oh, yeah, for
You
sure.
tune into the grand final. Obviously, after last night's game, unreal game that was between Brisbane and Geelong. Brisbane getting the win over that. And I feel like, obviously, Collingwood supporter here. We beat Brisbane last year, but I'm going to ride the wave for the fairy tale story for Brisbane to come back and win it this year and beat Sydney, who everyone pretty much thought was going to win the lot back in round 10.
Yeah.
Everyone thought they were going to win the whole thing all the way back then. But I'm going to ride the wave. Brisbane started off the year so bad, had a lot of things come out about them during the off-season around the club, like stuff that went on apparently during the off-season, shit in Vegas. And then they've come out and done this. So I'm going to ride the wave, and I think Brisbane are going to go. It'll be good to see Chris Fagan finally get a premiership. So I'm going to ride the wave and the underdog. I'm not going to pick the team that's the
Sydney's the favourite?
Yeah, for sure. They finished top of the ladder, and they were the dominant team all year. But Brisbane had just gotten really good at the right time.
See, I don't watch footy at all. Like, I've been kind of checking the scores here and there, but like I go for Bulldogs and they got knocked out. So I was like, all right, now I'm just not
Everyone was really thought they could win it.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah. But like, yeah, honestly, I got no idea what you're saying, but I'm going to back Brisbane as well because like I went to Brisbane in 2018 for the Commonwealth Games and like it was such a beautiful city. So just for that fact alone, Brisbane, please win. You know?
Now, another reason you came on because you posted on your story as well for a poll and you need to have the right to a reply.
Okay.
Gucci, your dog, the weight loss journey. The floor is yours. What the hell was that? Because I thought it was the funniest thing. But talk to me about it.
All right, pretty much. I have an overweight sausage dog named Gucci. I think he was 22 or 23 kilos. Started a weight loss journey. Like I was going to.
Do you know what an average weight should be for?
Oh, I think it was like 10 to 14 kilos.
Jesus, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that might be wrong.
Yeah.
But I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
Sausage dogs are usually pretty small. Dachshunds or whatever. But yeah, I thought, all right, this could be like crazy content because it's like, not only is it going to benefit him, like he'll live longer, he'll be healthier, he'll be cuter, but it's like the pet community is huge. The fitness community is huge. Let me just combine the two.
Yeah. But
what ends up happening? For about a month, I'm taking him for walks, taking him for runs. He did his very first 5K. Like, he's doing good for himself. And then one day, so I had two dogs. I had Milo and Gucci. Milo, he was a bit older. I got him when I was in grade 5. So I think, how old was he? Like 8 years old or something like that. Beautiful dog. One day, come home from work. It was a Friday. I was at my mate's house and my sister sends me a message saying, Gucci attacked Milo.
Yeah.
Like they're brothers, you know, they get into fights. It is what it is. But she's like spam texting me like I feel really bad for him. Like he's actually injured. And she sends me this video. Maybe we should add it in.
Yeah.
Like his back legs were just completely not working. Like he was pretty much disabled. And what I was thinking is like, oh, he'll probably just sleep it off and like they'll get working again, or like, I don't know. My mum thought I'll take him to the chiropractor. He'll just snap it back into place. Or I thought maybe he'll be one of those like paraplegic dogs. Like he'll have a wheelchair on the back. I was like, bro, throwing the tennis ball, like it's going to be mad, man. He's going to like just go flying by. But nah, I don't even know really what was really wrong with him. But pretty much the story is Milo and Gucci, there was a treat in the middle of them. They were like fighting over it, just being playful. But then Gucci attacked Milo and did something to his back, tore his ACL or something, I don't know. And then, yeah, we go to sleep, whatever. And the next day, my mum takes him to the vet and they're like, nah, like he's in like 10 out of 10 pain. Like he's not going to survive this. The surgery was like 10 grand or something like that. And there was only a 40% chance of him surviving. So it's like not even worth it. The vet's like, let's just put him down. So like, yeah, pretty sad. And then after that, I kind of resented Gucci. I was like, no, I got beef with that dog. Everyone's like, how's it going? I'm like, no, we don't talk about Gucci anymore. But he's actually lost some weight. I'm pretty sure he's down 3 kilos at the moment. So maybe I'll bring it back. But I don't know.
We still got beef, or
slowly, like I don't want to hold a grudge with him. I'm slowly like forgiving him. Like I reckon he misses Milo. So I remember I was like, after Milo had passed, maybe for like a week, I was home alone and I was just like yelling at that, because we used to go like, Milo, Milo. I was like screaming Milo, and like Gucci was like full bawling his eyes out. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, I can't believe that he attacked him though. Like it all happened so quickly. And I reckon it's probably because like when I would take him for runs, like I was listening to David Goggins. I reckon he was listening too. He was just relentless and just, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have given him pre-workout. No, I'm joking. Nah, I'm going to get cancelled for that. But yeah, nah, unfortunate. Milo was a good dog, rest in peace. But he served his purpose. He was a good boy. And maybe Gucci will live up to his legacy.
And now you've given me this book, probably one of the last things I want to touch on. We've given me this book, Zach Perner's Good Influence. Talk to me about this book and your relationship with Zach Perner. Obviously, very big influencer on the social media around gym, fitness, and lifestyle. Talk to me about the book and talk to me about Zach Perner and your guys' relationship.
All right, so how I actually... The very first thing with me and Zach Perner is...
And he's actually, local. I'm pretty sure he grew up in Mornington, around that Mornington Peninsula area. I don't know if he's still living down in the peninsula.
You can read about it in his book.
Okay, yeah.
No, I'm joking. I don't know. I forgot. I think he is in Mornington, though. I'm pretty sure.
Probably around like the Rye and Portsea on the beach and that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean, there's like that house tour and stuff like that.
Because I remember in one of his videos, it was... eating and training like LeBron James for 24 hours. And then he did the basketball at the Mornington basketball stadium. So I was like, oh. Yeah,
he must be local to there. Unless he just went there for content.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, pretty much. I think I saw his very first video like 6 years ago or something. It was actually his house tour and a cooking video. And like I've always like known of him, but like I never really watched his video because I don't lift weights. I don't go to the gym. So it wasn't really my like niche. But then I went to Kmart one day. This was like when I started like my self-improvement journey, and I was looking for like some self-improvement books for 75 Hard. I saw his book. I'm not even kidding. I looked at it and I was like a YouTuber book. Like I'm not going to read that. What the hell? I looked at like Wim Hof. I looked at a few others, and then like I was kind of curious about it. So I picked it up. I flicked through it and I was like, oh my God, like this is everything I need. Like this is perfect. After that, yeah, started watching his videos, like trying to copy it a bit, I guess. And he started. I saw one of his stories. It was like a mentor program, and I was like, oh, I'll just message him about it. And then he ends up replying, and I was like, oh my God, like this is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I was loving his book when I was doing 75 Hard. Like his book, unreal.
Yeah,
I reckon you'll get a lot out of it because there's like 3 main focuses. There's like social media, which is like a huge one for me because like none of those other Kmart social media, I mean self-improvement books were talking about that. So that was huge for me. Then there was like not mental health, but like mental strength, I would say. Mentality, we'll say. And then like the gym and like training and nutrition. I was like, this is everything I want in a book. So yeah, then I joined his program, messaged him, get on a call with him. And yeah, at first, not gonna lie, I haven't told anybody this. I thought I got scammed. Straight up, thought I got scammed when I joined his program. I was like, oh my God, this is only for like PTs, like people that lift and like want to be coaches and stuff. But then, it was more the fact that I was being lazy, because there's like modules and stuff that you need to do, and like it's really a reflection of yourself. How much effort you put into the program is how much you're going to get back from it.
Yeah.
And at first I wasn't really putting in much, and I had such a negative mindset. But then there was because it's called the Social Blueprint. There was an event like a month ago. Everybody who's in the program, we met up in Melbourne, got like some professional photos, and just like networked with each other. We got like a training session in, and like ever since then, I've been like, all right, no, like, because I met people that are making like so much money online, and I'm like, holy, like, all right, I need to lock in, like, I need to be like these people. It was really motivating. So yeah, that's like my relationship to him. I met him, took a photo with him, I FaceTimed him before. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that's really it.
And obviously people see him on the screen, but what's Zach like as a person away from the screen?
Bro, like a big brother, honestly. Like, he was so cool when I met him. Not even just trying to like glaze him or anything like that, but like there's not I've called him for like an hour, like when I first joined the program, and then like when I met him, like obviously I was with him the whole day, but I really only spoke to him, I don't know, for like 5 minutes in total, like a couple times throughout the day. But he was a legend. Like,
And when you're speaking to him, what type of stuff are you speaking about?
or just like social media, and just like, honestly, just like life in general. Like, it's hard to remember what we were talking about, but like, yeah, he was really cool. He was really cool. I reckon, yeah, if anybody does meet him, like, they'll love it. It was a lovely experience.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I know they say don't meet your idols, but like he might be an exception. Feels like he's not famous when you meet him. I don't know. But maybe it's because I'm in his program.
Yeah.
Maybe if you meet him and you're not in his program, I don't know. Might be a different story. But nah, he was cool.
And that blueprint event, what was that like?
Oh, it was so good. Like, talking to like other people that have similar like goals and interests, and like, you know, everybody's like grinding. So like, I don't know, the aura there, the energy there was just so different. It was so good. And we got like free energy drinks. I don't really drink energy drinks, but I think I had like 3 that day. Well, I remember my heart was getting sore by the end of it. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna turn it down. But yeah, everyone was cool. I filmed like some good content on like proper cameras, like a good setup like this. Like, people had, you know, proper mics and proper
Camera coming soon.
I need to get one as well, man.
Same.
But like, yeah, it was really cool. And like, even meeting people that are like in positions that I want to be. Like, most of the people there, they're PTs or like coaches, online coaches, like lifting.
Or wanting to, or aspiring to be.
Yeah, so I felt like the odd person out, because I'm like, I've never lifted a weight in my life. Well,
How did that feel, being the odd one out?
It's kind of good in a way, because like, I shouldn't look at it like, oh, I'm like the black sheep, you know. I should look at it more like it's unique. Like, you got to embrace your uniqueness. I don't know what the word is. Uniqueness. But you got to embrace it. And it's like, what they're doing, I need to do, and just put it in my own way. Like, just instead of being a weightlifting coach or like a gym coach or whatever, be a jiu-jitsu coach. You know? But yeah, that's a whole nother.
Could you see yourself doing any weightlifting content?
Yeah, for sure. I reckon sooner than you think, honestly. Yeah. But I've never stepped foot, or I've like worked out at a gym 3 or 4 times in my life.
Okay,
I've never really lifted like that. I've got dumbbells at home, but like, come on, like, what is that really?
You
know? But yeah, no, it's always been like MMA or running, soccer. Never really lifting. But I want to get into it because my back has been cooked this whole year. I need to strengthen it for sure. Even just like get bigger. Like, who doesn't want to get bigger?
Facts. Yeah,
100%. What about you? Do you reckon would you post some like lifting content? It's
possibly.
It's like different to your content though.
Yeah, possibly. Like, if I got the certain like guest on, I'd want to do videos with them around it too.
We should do a training session together.
Yeah, 100%.
You could probably teach me a thing or two, because I reckon my form would be horrid.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make for a good like YouTube video.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, yeah.
I mean, I'm training legs later.
Oh, nice. My legs are cooked though from all this running I've been doing.
Yeah, no, for real. We'll tee it up another time for sure.
Oh, 100%. It's never happened. One of those ones, yeah. We will tee it up. But yeah, for sure. I'm down for that. That'll be good.
Definitely something I want to do. But thing I want to end on, a question that you will be very, very, very familiar with. Brighton, what are you grateful for today?
What am I grateful for today? Usually, like, at Bless Up, I've been teeing up things. Like I've been thinking about it during the week. How can I make everyone laugh? So like not last Bless Up, but the one before, I was like, I'm grateful for my eyes so I can see everyone's beautiful face. And like everyone laughed at that. Like I thought that was good. And then last time I said I was grateful for my taste buds so I could, and then I held up my almond croissant so I can enjoy this. So today I'm grateful for my hearing so I can hear your beautiful voice. But no, actually, I am grateful. I'm so grateful for my hearing, actually.
Yeah.
If I was deaf, I don't even want to think.
Would you rather be deaf or blind?
Probably deaf. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Being blind, that would be. Yeah, I'm very grateful for my eyesight. Like I mentioned 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I choose deaf over blind any day of the week.
What are you grateful for today?
Well, first of all, grateful that I was able to jump over a snake. That's first of all. And also grateful for the sun finally coming out. Because you can't beat a nice sunny weather to get yourself up for the day.
You know, like when we go to Bless Up and it would be absolutely freezing, the sun slowly comes out. I swear, like we would feed off the sun's energy.
Oh, yeah.
I would love that so much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, that's a massive one for me. I used to hate summer, probably because I was overweight and like insecure. But like, yeah, now I love summer. I love going to the beach. Like it's so good. Good positive vibes, good energy, good frozen yogurt. Can't go wrong.
What can we see from you in the future? Content-wise, anything?
Well, I've got a few things planned, but like I don't want to spoil it too much.
Yeah.
Probably just more fitness content, and maybe more YouTube videos. I'm gonna prioritize that.
Mm-hmm.
Trying not to say like I'm gonna try or I think I'm gonna do this. Like no, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Unless I don't, then this podcast will never come out. I'll be like, bro, you can't post it. No.
Have you thought about getting those mics I told you and taking it to jiu-jitsu classes?
Yeah.
Or comps?
Yes. I've got it in my like saved. I've got it bookmarked in my phone.
Yeah.
And I've been putting away $25 a week for it to save up for it. It's not even that much. How much is it? Like $200 or something?
Yeah.
For 2 though, right?
Yeah.
Or just for 1?
2.
I might need to start saving more than 25 a week. It was just 1. But yeah, no, I definitely need to get them. There's so many like things I need to do that I've just been putting off. But if I want to take this serious, which I am serious about, then it's necessary. And you actually give me heaps of advice. I need to use you more, bro. Like, you give me so much advice and like.
Fuck that Matt guy, hey? No, we love you, Matt.
Yeah, no, he'll be listening. We love you, Matt. Actually, no, we gotta stop glazing him on this pod, bro. This is pretty much we've just been talking about him, and we're both in Bless Up shirts. Like, yeah, nah. Yeah. Imagine we had like a whole segment where we just talked about Matt. Like, that's actually something I wanted to ask you. Like, if you didn't go to Bless Up every Saturday, what would you be doing?
Sleeping.
Yeah, same.
Sleeping in.
Or what do you think your life would look like without Bless Up?
Still not that confident. I'm more confident in front of a mic now too, I think. Especially when I have guests on. I still get nervous, but
it's natural, yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like I'm more confident, more aware. Yeah.
I'd be enjoying less almond croissants. Nah, honestly, before I started coming to Bless Up, I didn't have a single video posted. My account was private. Like, my life, this sounds like, not to sound so deep, but like my life has changed so much because of Bless Up. Like I wouldn't be in the position that I am today if it wasn't for it. So honestly, I'm very grateful for Bless Up and everything Matt's done, not just for me, but for everybody at Bless Up. Like I really, really recommend going to some sort of group. Well, this is another question for you. When people ask you, what are you doing on the weekend? How do you describe Bless Up to them? What do you say it is?
Catching up with some mates over a coffee to talk about your life and what you're grateful for and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I always say catching up with a few mates and with over a coffee.
Yeah.
Talking about our week.
I used to say to people like, it's like a men's group, but
Yeah.
like it's not a men's group. Like I feel like that's the wrong word for it.
Yeah.
And then there's something else I used to say. Just trying to explain it to people is like so difficult without like fully going into detail.
Yeah, for sure.
But I would recommend it to everybody. I mean, I've invited a few friends.
Yeah.
And I would say most of them, they're pretty consistent. They come along.
Yep.
So I reckon Matt should start paying me pretty soon. Use my code at blessup.com. Yeah.
Now I'll throw it over to you. Was there anything else that you wanted to discuss? Anything else on your mind?
Yeah, you really did throw it to me then, did you?
Because I did that with Matt, and Matt's like, we're not finishing yet. He goes, I was like, okay, you start asking me stuff, or is there any topics, like, it doesn't have to be, I'm just throwing to you, is there any topics, like, even anything around the world or anything that you'd like to talk about? Here's your chance.
Yeah, let's discuss US politics. So, what got you, what was like something that made you start posting content? Like, was there something that clicked with you or something that motivated or inspired you?
Just for my love of sport, really, and love of footy, I was like, well, if I want to get serious, I need to just put myself out there. I'm not going to be found or not going to succeed if I don't put in the work.
What was the first thing you did? Was it upload a podcast or a video?
Content-wise, it would have been a podcast clip.
And what was that like when you pressed upload and it was out? Did you share it to your story and like tell people?
Yeah, I always share it in my story.
Oh, yeah.
I've always got to share it to my story. It was a good feeling because at first I didn't have a camera, it was just audio. And then once I got that webcam, it was a good feeling getting the content out because then more people can see it and then get more followers that way.
Have you ever got a hate comment?
Have I ever got a hate comment?
Is there any that stand out?
Oh, have a look. Let me pull this TikTok up. And
how much time you got?
let me pull this TikTok up, this comment that I've pinned. And then, as I was saying, this one, I've pinned literally because there's all hate comments on it.
Oh, really?
141.3k views. Damn. About drink prices these days. Oi, bro, let's start a podcast. 2,932 likes on that comment.
Oh.
Eye-opening content, lads. 2,505 likes on that comment. Changing the world one podcast at a time. Thumbs up. I wish podcast gear cost millions.
Oh, no.
What's another one? When your mum gives you podcast equipment for your birthday.
Oh, damn.
So I laugh at some of the comments.
Oh, you're not going to lie. Some of them are pretty funny.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Have you ever, I was going to say, have you ever read one and like fully laughed at it? Like,
I laugh at them all the time because I'm just like, you're commenting and you're taking the time out. You're tagging. There's another one. Rough chompers and absolute dribble, but I like it.
Oh,
so I don't know if that's a hate comment or a good comment.
It's a bit of both. Yeah.
I get told, obviously footy, but I get told I look like an autistic Ollie Wines.
I don't know who that is.
I'll show you. I get that because I made a video about Ollie Wines and they're like, how can Ollie Wines comment on him? You literally look like him with a square head.
I feel like I can't laugh at these, bro.
I get told I look like an acoustic
Acoustic version of him.
Yeah.
Nah, he's handsome, bro. He's
very
handsome. You look like
and I'm just like, oh, thanks. Always my reply is just like, oh, thanks. You think I'm a Brownlow medalist? Thanks. I've got a Brownlow, you know.
Yeah. Nah, but to be honest, like, I don't know. Have you ever left a hate comment?
Have I ever left it? I don't think I have.
I literally I definitely left a hate comment when I was a young kid.
Maybe when I was younger, but I don't think on someone's content.
I would never do it.
Nah.
I would never do it now. Like, obviously,
I might think it, but I'll never comment it.
Oh yeah, definitely think it, for sure.
I go, what the fuck is this garbage?
I want to leave hate comments on my own videos, you know? But yeah, you just gotta like. I think Matt said this to me. He's like, nobody who is leaving hate comments. You might have said this to me. Nobody in a better position than you will ever leave a hate comment because if somebody is like more successful than you and you're doing similar stuff to them, like they know what that struggle's like. Like they were once in your shoes.
Yeah.
And it's also like, bro, who has time to leave hate comments?
You took your time out of my day to comment on my stuff. Oh, thank you. I feel so honoured.
Or what's that one where people say like all the seconds in a day? Like, I don't even know how many seconds it is. What is it like?
How many seconds are in a day? I'm not sure.
Wait, let me count. No, I don't know. Let's say it's 20.
Or sometimes they'll go, oh, that's 10 seconds of my day I won't get back.
Yeah.
That's just a common one that you see. But the biggest one is people will always go, oi, let's start a podcast. Like everyone gets that.
Yeah. I've always wanted to start a podcast.
That's a common comment everyone will get.
Yeah.
Oi, let's start a podcast.
Hey.
All right, go on then.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Legit, go and do it then.
It's one thing to comment.
Go spend the money or go put in the work and do it yourself then.
Yeah. No. And
I'm
I
not
guarantee
stopping.
you, it's an account with no profile picture, no videos, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was doing 75 hard, because like obviously we got to do one workout inside and outside. They'd be like, I was talking to these boys at work and they're like, oh, what'd you do for your outdoor workout? I'm like, oh, I went for a walk. And I said this for like 2 weeks straight. they're like, going for a walk's not really exercise. Like, it's not really a workout, is it? And I was like, all right, you do it. You know,
Facts,
like,
I was doing walks.
yeah. Oh my, no, walks are underrated. That's why I did them for 30 days.
Yeah.
With a quote.
Legit, you go do it then.
No, seriously.
Stop posting 75 hard. It can't be that hard. All right, get off your ass and you do it.
No, literally. One of them said to me, they're like, I walk all day at work. Like, am I working out all day? I was like, bro, I'm doing the same work as you and I'm going for a walk. But it's like, if you go for a 45-minute walk, maybe I'm just unfit, but my heart rate would always be above 90.
Yeah.
So, like, that's a workout for sure.
Like, if you don't like doing that stuff, that's cool, going for a walk. But don't then hate on people that are actually doing it.
No, legit.
Because that's their choice at the same time. Your choice is to be lazy and not do it, and that's fine. Like, if you don't enjoy doing it, that's okay, but they're choosing to do it, so why should you hate on that?
No, 100%. I couldn't agree more. I actually made a video on it. I think I talked about it in my 75 hard YouTube video, and like, I was so triggered, man. I was like going for the walk. I was like, how dare they say that? Like, you know, I'm out here, I'm grinding. I was like, you do it then, you do it. But yeah.
What's the biggest hate you've got?
This girl. She commented on my video and I didn't reply. And then she DM'd me.
Mm-hmm.
And she also commented on one of my TikToks. It was on TikTok. So I'm assuming she was probably pretty young. And I didn't reply. And then she got her and her friend to start commenting on like all of my videos. Like,
Throw on the line.
yeah, literally. They're like, wannabe YouTuber, you know, ugly ass short dude, saying all of these things. And then she like DM'd me as well. She's like, ugly as F,
yeah,
short dude. And I was like, damn, just because like I didn't reply, like she cannot handle rejection. But I haven't got many, I'll be honest. Or somebody, when I first started, somebody commented, bro, I'm so bored. I was like, damn.
Sometimes you'd be like, yeah, sometimes I am too. Sometimes I am too during the editing stage.
Oh, editing is
Can be fun, but can hate it.
No, literally. When you like pull something out of the bag and it's so creative, I love that. Like, I've been like playing around with like putting in like some meme things. Like I put in like the bruh sound. And I thought that was so funny. Or like my cat, I was running on the treadmill and my cat was just like staring up at me. And like there's this like cat meme where it's like, huh? Put that in. Like, I feel like.
What do you use for your editing?
I use InShot, which is nobody uses. It's not popular at all.
Is there a reason you use it or?
I think I just used it back in the day and like it's pretty similar to CapCut, but like for me, CapCut is like Android. Like I can't get used to it.
See, I'm Premiere Pro.
Oh, so no, you're legit though. You've got a full setup and everything.
Premiere Pro, but then I find it's easier to do my clips on CapCut. Yeah. I don't know why. I feel like the caption scenarios like work is easy on CapCut. Because I feel like on Premiere Pro, I have to go through one by one, like what size I want it and that.
You have to do it on the laptop though, yeah?
Yeah, I do it on my laptop.
You're a professional.
I do all my editing on my laptop.
Yeah, see, I'll get there one day, you know, or soon.
So much easier on a laptop, man. Bigger screen, so much you can fiddle around with.
You want to know the wildest thing?
What?
I was talking to somebody about like uploading content. He said that he edits on Instagram. Like, you know how you can do it on Instagram? That's crazy to me. I couldn't do it on, well, to be honest, I haven't really tried, but
yeah.
I feel like nobody would do it on Insta, but
I mean, they're just making it easier and easier to make content these days. So there's no excuse if you're saying you want to do it, you can do it.
No, literally, there really is no excuses. And like, I hate myself for this, like not posting YouTube videos. But it's like it's so easy. Like you can set up a camera. It's never been easier. Like it's never been easier to start a business or any of that. Like literally,
yeah.
Could film a YouTube video. No, well, I guess it depends what you want to post as well, though, and like the quality and all of that. But when you're starting. Like, this was a thing for me. When starting, your videos, they're going to suck. They're going to be so shit. They're going to be cringe. But, like, you got to start somewhere. Nobody's going to start posting, like, the most amazing content straight away.
Yeah.
Unless, I don't know. Nah, it's not possible. It really isn't. Because you learn so much over the thing of it.
The only people that I think go off straight away are people that have already got a following anyway.
Oh, yeah, like famous people. Yeah. They got, like, people to help them out and stuff like that for sure. Or if you don't work, like, 9 to 5...
So much easier.
Oh, it would be. But like we can't use that as an excuse because there's people that work 10 jobs a day, get 30 minutes sleep, and they're pumping out content and stuff like that. Like somebody's always in a worse position.
For real. Well, I think it's just about wrap it up. Unless there's anything else you would like to talk about, Brighton, the mic is yours. Unless that was about it, mate.
Let's get into US politics.
We will skip over that one, but thank you for joining me today, Brighton.
No, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I can come on in like another year or 6 months or...
Maybe even after your 10K run.
Yeah, potentially.
To see if you beat that PB.
I'm going to smash it.
Let's go. As always, guys, make sure to follow us on all our socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, _, and make sure you turn your notification bell on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Nearly fumbled there. But then also, while you're over at YouTube, may as well click that subscribe button while you're there. I just mumbled my words again.
That's all right.
Subscribe button while you're there. Until next week, see you guys.